This, ladies and gentlemen, is the King Chempedak. Now, Chempedak is something that I have had a complicated history with.
Alright, there it is. As you can see, there's like a little spinal cord in there. And then you have little snotty little nuggets of fruit. It's unpleasant in just about every possible way.
I've had it 3 times, and each time I didn't like it. In fact, I really didn't like it. It made it to the top 10 worst fruit in the world episode that I made. Actually, I made 2 of them. It was on both of those. It's something that I'm kind of curious about, though, because the 3 times that I had it were many, many years ago. The last time I had this was over 7 years ago. And since then, in those 7 years, I have eaten a lot of fruit, a lot of very interesting fruit, and my tastes have changed. When I had this the first time, I wasn't really big on durian. Now I love durian. Now I eat it all the time. So now I'm curious if my taste buds have developed enough where I will actually appreciate the Chempedak, because Chempedak is something people love. People love this thing. And when I said in my past videos that I hate it, people were not happy about that. So I want to give this another try and give it a fair shot and see if at the very least I can appreciate what makes this good. Before I try this though, first of all, this was sent to me by yearofthedurian.com. They sent me a big box full of durian and included this as a bonus. I think if you email Lindsay over at Year of the Durian, she will actually send you a box of just Chempedak too. But you might want to check on that just to see if it's still available. And one other thing is that Chempedak is related to jackfruit. When I said that I do not like Chempedak, a lot of people are like, "You're crazy, jackfruit's delicious." Different things. They're very, very different. They're related, but they are different things. This is not jackfruit. This is something else. This is like jackfruit's like older brother, okay? This thing is more complex. It's been around, seen some stuff, you know? More experience in this one. But do I have more experience as a fruit hunter where now I can finally appreciate it? Let's find out. This tastes far better than the one that I had before. I'm not sure if that is the variety or my experience or what, but it does taste much better. Still not a big fan of it. It tastes like jackfruit, but if you changed a few things. The first thing is it's much sweeter. Like jackfruit is already sweet. It's maybe like 7 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. This is very, very sweet. In my opinion, I think it's a little too sweet for my taste. I like jackfruit sweetness more. It's a little bit easier to take. The funkiness that is in here is higher than jackfruit. Jackfruit has a little bit of funkiness, not a lot. Maybe like a 2 out of 10 on the funk scale. I don't know what 10 would be. James Brown, maybe. But this is like way up there. This is like an 8. And that is also something that I'm not a big fan of. I like a little bit of funkiness, but this is a bit more than I like. Still good. The one that I had in Malaysia, at least how I remember it, that one tipped the funkiness scale. And the texture on it, which I really did not like the texture of Chempedak when I had it before. It's slimy, it's soft, it's stringy. This is somewhere between what I had and jackfruit. So I prefer the jackfruit texture, but this isn't as bad as what I had in the past. Okay, so that is my honest opinion on this as far as negatives go. The positive, though, is that it is good. There is a lot of good there. It is just very much a matter of preference, I think. I think if you really, really like jackfruit, if you're the sort of person that could eat like an entire jackfruit and be like really happy with that, you might really like this. Me, like, I like jackfruit a lot, but after like a few pieces, I get pretty sick of it really fast. Instead of having, 10 pieces of jackfruit, you can just get like that sort of flavor, that sort of sweet, that kind of funk concentrated into one little nugget. That's kind of what you have here. This is something to check out for sure, especially if you like jackfruit and if you want to try interesting fruits. This is really interesting, and people who do like this love it, and that might be you. I'm not done though. There's one more thing that I would like to do with this that I'm really curious about, and that is eat the seeds. You can eat jackfruit seeds, which is something that I did in a past video, and you can have Chempedak seeds. So I'm going to roast these and see what they taste like. So here are my Chempedak seeds. These ones, there is a little outer skin on these, which you can leave on. It's just going to cook in the oven. And one thing you do want to do is pierce these. Try to do this one-handed. Yeah, so just make a little hole in it like that. That way they don't detonate in the oven. I've got my oven set to 350 degrees, by the way. Put it in, just kind of like check on it. I'm also roasting macadamia nuts and baru nuts, but that is another episode. So there you have it, a roasted Chempedak seed, and this is looks very similar to a jackfruit seed. So the same skin on it and everything. The shape's just different. It's like a little bit smaller, rounder. Yeah, so I'm gonna peel this outer chaff off. So that's not gonna taste very good. When you remove the outer skin to it, you're left with this. Looks kind of like a chestnut, I guess. It splits randomly, not in half. Alright. It's fruity, it's funky, chestnutty, roasty. It's good. I think I actually like this more than jackfruit seeds. Jackfruit seeds are very simple. This thing is like that, but with like a little something extra to it. So that's pretty cool to try. So I think that's about it for the Chempedak. I feel like my work is not done for the Chempedak. I'm going to have to, I think, go to Southeast Asia again at some point and try it a whole lot. Try several different kinds. I want to like it. I want to like it a lot because I can see what makes it good, but my taste buds are not quite there. So I think in time, it might be something that I learn to like, but it feels like how I was with durian. In the beginning, I did not care for it, but then over time, I did start to appreciate it. Now I love durian. So I think that is something that could also happen with Chempedak. I feel a little bit closer now, but still not entirely there. But I'm looking forward to trying it again. And yeah, I think that's about it. So thanks again to Year of the Durian for sending this to me, and thank you all for watching. Bye-bye. I would like to give a shout out to Smarter Every Day, AltPod, and the Harbor Leaf Tea Company. They are mega patrons over on Patreon.com. If you haven't heard of it, Patreon.com it's how this channel happens. It's how I can afford to keep this YouTube channel going. So if you haven't checked it out, please take a moment to go into the description below and click the link there. I also have t-shirts for sale over at my web store. A link to that is in the description as well. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.